Hello, my listener and students. It's your attention. It is offered the conspect of lecture on discipline marketing, theme 7. Segmentation of the market. Content of this theme includes the three questions. The first, criteria and principles of the market segmentation. Second, technology of the market segmentation process. Third, strategy of the product positioning in the market. The segment of the market is a part of the market group of consumers of the products possessing certain similar attributes essentially differing in other groups and sectors of the market. What is the segmentation? Market segmentation is a process that consists of sections that target market into smaller groups that share similar characteristics such as age, income, personality traits, behavior, interest, needs, or location. Basic criteria of segmentation for the commodity market. Quantitative parameters of a segment, availability of a segment to the enterprise, importance of a segment, profitableness, compatibility and security of target segments from a competition, the opportunity of active work on the chosen segment of the market, measurability, appreciable difference from other groups. Market segmentation types consist of 4 types. The first, demographic segmentation. This type, the consumer market is segregated based on demographic elements such as qualification, salary, gender, marital status, nature of work, age, number of family members, nationality, race, religion, and other factors. Second, geographic segmentation. As the name suggests, this segmentation type is targeted towards a specific set of consumer market confined to the territorial limitation or geographical areas. Third, psychographic segmentation is quite subjective in its approach and segregates the market based on consumer attitudes and linkers. Fourth, behavioral segmentation. The thin line between psychographic and behavioral segmentation is the former focus on who a customer is, and the later understand how a customer behaves or acts. The factors influencing this segmentation type are buying and spending tendencies of the customers, such as buying frequency, brand loyalty, consumption rate, and interaction with the brand. In behavioral segmentation, consumers are divided into groups on the basis of their knowledge, attitude toward, use of, response to a product. People play 5 roles in the buying decision. The first group is initiator, the second influencer, third decider, 4 buyer and user. Market segmentation objectives from the product. Creating successful product is one of the main objectives for organization and one of the reasons why they conduct a market segment. Second objective is price. Another market segmentation objective is to establish the right price for your product. Promotion. It helps you target each segment's members and select them in different categories so that you can direct your strategies appropriately. Place. The ultimate goal of segmentation is to decide how you offer a product to each group of consumers and make it pleasant for them. You see from the picture about the level of market segmentation. The first level, market segmentation 1, niche marketing, local marketing, individual marketing. Patterns of market segmentation. Market segments can be built up in many ways. 3 different patterns can emerge: homogeneous preferences, diffuse preferences, cluster preferences. The both methods use the approach considering goals and lifestyles. Homogeneous preferences, a market where all the consumers have roughly the same preferences, so there are no natural segments. Diffuse preferences, all the other extreme. Consumer preferences may be scattered throughout the space, indicating great variance in consumer preferences. One brand might position in the center to appeal to most people. If several brands are in the market, they are likely to position throughout the space and show real difference to reflect consumer preference differences. Clusters preferences. The market might reveal distinct preference clusters called natural market segment. Strategies for market segmentations. Market segmentation strategy. First, research the market. Before making a segmentation strategy, it's important to research the different parts of the target market and their needs and preferences. Second, be identifying segmentation criteria. Third, market segmentation. Business can divide the market into different segments based on the criteria they have found. It's important to ensure that each part is clear, measurable, and useful. Fourth, develop target marketing strategies. Business can make marketing plans for each segment when the market is divided into segments. Fifth, evaluate how well the segmentation strategy worked. Business should keep an eye on the performance of all the customer segments and make changes as needed to ensure the segment strategy works. This could mean getting customer feedback, looking at sales data, and checking how well marketing campaigns are working. Steps to implement a market segmentation. The first steps: determination of the needs of the segment. Follow identification of segment. Third, deciding which segment is most attractive. Fourth, determining the profitability of the segment. Fifth, positioning for the segment. Sixth, expanding the segment. Seventh, incorporating segmentation into the marketing strategy. Determination of the niche of the segment. The first and foremost step of market segmentation is to determine the needs of the customer and how can the business then group the customer on the basis of the needs. Identifying. After determining the needs of the customers, it is essential to determine the customers who will prefer that product or service. For this, a marketer must assess different segments to ascertain their distinguished features, similarities, and differences after effectively identifying each target market. Third, deciding which segment is most attractive. The market should assess each market segment as the step of the market segmentation process to determine their value to market activities. The fourth steps, marketing ultimately chooses the ideal market segment after the properly evaluating each market segment. The market sector that offers the company the most opportunities is considered to be the most appropriate one. The prospects, in this case, relate to the firm profitability, regulation, reputation, ability to achieve its aims and objectives, competitiveness in the market, sustainability, etc. Fifth, positioning for the segment. One of the target market is selected. It is important to develop a product positioning strategy. Product positioning refers to setting up strategies to ensure that the product resides in the minds of the target market consumers. To make the target market more appropriatable, the marketer must determine the characteristics and pictures of each competitor's product and establish a positioning for it. Sixth, expanding the segment. Scalability is required for all segments. So once a segment has been discovered, it must be in a way that the firm may expand with the type of segmentation select. Seventh, incorporating segmentation into the market strategy. On the final steps of marketing segmentation involves understanding the target market and using the appropriate marketing plan for the target market that will satisfy them and help the firm achieve the goals. The marketer can use several elements of the marketing mix to readily engage with the target audience to create an efficient marketing plan and program. So, thank you for your attention. See you.